In this third screencast on how to use WeVideo.com, we are going to continue our conversation on how to edit our film. Now, we've already talked about how to split and cut all of our unneeded footage and build transitions into the footage that we do want. Now that that's done, let's put some audio behind it. Let's balance that audio so that way all of our tracks aren't overpowering one another. And then we'll get into special effects. But for now, let's put some audio. So we get into WeVideo.com, and here you'll see all the footage that I've cut and put all my transitions into. Now let's put some audio behind it. Now this footage is designed to be kind of nightmarish and scary. In my film, I have somebody who's about to be arrested by a police officer, so let's put some creepy music in there. Nice thing about WeVideo is it has a lot of different music audio files that are free stock music that you do not have to cite for copyright. It's all free public domain. So I've already previewed some of the music and found one of the songs I would like to use. It's called Nightmare, and you can simply preview it by clicking on it and previewing it here. So in order to put that song into your timeline, simply grab it, drag it down, put it into one of the audio tracks below. You'll see it right here. Now you see all these funny little peaks. That is the volume. So this area right here is a lot louder than, for example, this area. To add to the creepy feeling, I want to put a sound effect of a siren in. The nice thing is, WeVideo has lots of sound effects. I found one that sounds kind of like a tornado siren where it goes over and over again. So I'm going to put it in, and I want to show you something that's unique about this. You see it's a pretty short clip, and I want it to go throughout my video. The nice thing is I can just drag it, put it in as many times as I want it. Now that I've added my audio, it's time to balance it. It's a very easy process. On top of all of your tracks, you'll see a black line with these two dots, one at the beginning and one at the end. That's your audio level. So for example, if I know this is going to be too loud, I can click on that black track to add a point on both sides of the spot that I know is going to be too loud, and I can drag it down. So that way, this won't be played as loudly. That's a very easy way to balance your audio. Even on your video footage, you see a black line here. This is the audio of this particular video footage. In this one in particular, at the very end, I'm simulating a surveillance camera where the criminal throws a towel over the camera, and when you listen to it, you can hear the towel hit the camera, and it's very distracting. So what I'm going to do is add an audio point and just drop that part of the audio of that clip, so that way we cannot hear the very distracting sound of that. Let me balance my audio, and we'll go from there. Alright, as you can see, I've balanced my audio. In this track right here, this is the creepy music that I really want to hear, so the level's up pretty high. These are all my sirens that I've adjusted for at the appropriate time when I want the siren to be higher or lower. And with the exception of that one part that I didn't want to hear audio, I've kept all my audio on my video tracks up. Okay, now that all the audio is balanced, let's get into the last part of editing, and that is adding special effects. Now this is something you have to be careful with, because a lot of times too many special effects are annoying, and then it dominates the film, whereas you really want the story to dominate the message, not the cool things you're doing with it. That being said though, you can put some things in just to have something that makes your film stand out alone. Now under graphics, you'll find effects, text, frames, animations, all different things you can do. One of the shots that I have in here is this one right here that you're seeing on the screen, which is simulating a surveillance camera. So let's make it really look like a surveillance camera. I'm going to take this effect called the bad screen, because let's be honest, surveillance cameras never look very clear. I'm going to drag it on here and put it right in the graphics and put it right on top. So now it's starting to look like a surveillance camera. The nice thing is there's a frame in here called viewfinder, which is the viewfinder of a camera. And again, you can drag this and put it right onto the effects line, the effects track. Now if you put them all together, this looks exactly like that of a surveillance camera. So if I click prior to the scene and click play, you'll see the effect I'm looking for. Now certainly I have to play around right now and make sure it's timed correctly and that it lasts the proper length. But that's it, folks. That's balancing your audio, adding audio, and also how to add some effects. It's all a matter of dragging and clicking. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. I'll have one more for you in terms of how to create the final look of the film and therefore export it so people can see it. Thank you.